2024 is coming, guys, and yet we are not able to speak in English. I'm giving you an action plan, concrete action plan. If you work on it, trust me, by the end of 2024, you're going to be very fluent in English. But you have to make sure that you follow this plan that I'm telling you right now. This is an action plan. Hello everyone, this is Surbhi Goyal. Welcome to my channel, Easy Learning with Surbhi. So in my today's video, I'm not going to share those ways or techniques for which you need phone all the time. No, because what I notice when you learn something by using phone, especially your internet, many people tend to get distracted. Some messages pop up on their phone, sometimes Facebook, Insta, YouTube, and like this you always waste your time, especially reels. I feel nowadays reels are quite addictive. And second, I'm going to share some traditional methods, and let me tell you, the resources that I'm going to talk about, these are very useful. Okay, and one resource I found just few days ago, and the links are given in the description box. You can check that. Not now, after watching this video, do check it out. And if you really like the video somewhere, then boop the like button and share this video with those people, with those learners who have been looking for such action plan and somehow they haven't found it. So let's get started. To learn any language, you need 4 skills. You have to be efficient in 4 skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So let's start with the first thing, reading. Now, in my previous videos also, I have emphasized on reading part, and I gave you options that, read anything, whatever you come across. And if not paper book, you can go for e-reading. You can watch this and that and so much stuff. But in today's video, let me tell you very clearly, let me be very firm that you have to read paper book. Yes, one thing for sure, abhi aap likh lo, just write it down. You have to read paper book no matter what. I'm not going to give you options. Again, the reason behind it is that I want you to stay away from your phone, okay? This is a big distraction. Why paper book? Okay, do you know that we already have so much English vocabulary in our head? Since we do not use much in our language, so this vocabulary tends to get blurred somewhere. It gets fade away. So, and this vocabulary is called passive vocabulary, okay? It is passive because it has taken a back seat, because you haven't used it since long. So, reading will help that passive vocabulary become active vocabulary. Once you start using that passive vocabulary, half of the battle is already won. Okay, and how are we going to do that? Now see, paper book, I have told you, you have to read, and you can pick up any book. So I have books for you. I'm sure you can see. This is one book, and this is Ikigai, very inspirational, and I'm sure you have heard about it. This is very famous. You can pick up a novel if you wish. It's not that thick, okay? And if you don't want to pick novels, you can go for short stories. And if not this, you can pick up children's book. I hope you can see children's book. You must be thinking, children's book? Why children's book? I don't think so. I'm going to learn much from this. You are wrong at it, my dear friend. You can also watch one video that I've made on reading. See, you can see the picture, it's right there. So see, you can pick any of these books, and any book you can order. See, lately I ordered 2 books from Flipkart. So you can also order books, and these are not that expensive also. So let me keep my books there. Now see, one advantage I have told you about book reading, it makes your passive vocabulary active. And second advantage, that when you read a book, hold pencil in your hand, pencil or marker or whatever, hold it and then underline the words or sentence pattern or a phrase, anything which is new for you, just underline it. Now, second thing you have to keep in your hand is dictionary. Make sure it is offline dictionary, not online dictionary, because while reading you don't have to be distracted. Make sure that reading time you just have your books and you, but not anyone else around you. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we will download a dictionary, offline dictionary, in your phone, and when you come across any new word, pick up your phone, open the dictionary and search what word is it, find the meaning of the word, see its usage, and you can also check its pronunciation, and then again start reading, and you can write the meanings of those words over that word which you read just now. Okay, so that's how you can make notes also, and later when you revisit that same page where you wrote all the meanings, so you will feel really motivated. It will remind you that how far you have come, that how much more you have learned about English language, and so much more. So writing in books, it never goes waste, and that data is always with you. You don't have to look around, you don't have to search for your notebooks. Okay, so that is the another advantage of book reading. Important point to be noted: pick up the books that are engaging, that will hold your attention. If you start reading something that is quite boring for you, then later on you will end up quitting that book. So it's better to pick something really interesting, something that you can understand. Now after reading follows writing. Writing is so much fun. When you write, you practice your learning, okay, with the help of writing. So what we are going to do, we will pick up any one notebook or any diary that you have. Let me show you my diary. Ta-da! That is my diary. You please overlook this, 2022, overlook this. Well, this is my diary. I sometimes write my thoughts here in this, and I have more diaries also, more notebooks. So you can also pick up any diary, any notebook, okay, buy it from the market, and just write down whatever is there in your heart. You can write about your day, you can write about your goals, or write about something that you wish to express to yourself or to someone. There is so much more to write. And right now that I talked about the interesting thing that I was going to tell you, that interesting thing is, why not write letters before 2024 ends? Now this may sound funny or maybe crazy. You must be thinking, oh, who writes letters? Yep, that is the catch. Who writes letters? So you start writing it. See, 2024 is about to begin. So instead of sending messages to our friends or to our loved ones, like sending New Year messages, why not send a small letter to them? What we are going to do, take a page and write a special message. Okay, whatever message you want to write that for the person, write it down very nicely, click a picture of it and send through WhatsApp. Okay, that way you are practicing your writing skills, and second, you are making that person feel special, that see, you're very special, I'm writing this letter for you. So it's like killing two birds with one stone. Great. And please tell me that how do you like this idea? Just tell me in the comment section right now. Now from writing part follows the listening. For this we need phones. Yes, and we need our internet connection also. So what we are going to do, in my previous video also I mentioned that there is a website named ELLO. The link of that website I have mentioned in my description box. You can check that out. So what is the biggest advantage of that? First, that website is free. You don't have to pay for it. And there are multiple kinds of videos. Okay, videos, audios. And I have made video on that too. Please check it out later. So how this ELLO works, and do check it out. Second, listening part. Surround yourself with those people who speak in English quite well. Like for example, if you work at company or if you work somewhere where you think that you have such kind of people, just go talk to them. If you can't talk to them, just listen to them. Observe their accent, observe the kind of words they use while talking. When you observe, when you listen, that ways your mind starts catching it, starts catching those words, and later unconsciously you start using those words. This I'm saying from my experience, because that's how I also started talking in English. Well, I have talked about this thing very openly in my video. You can check that out. Okay. Now let's talk about fourth skill, speaking skills. What is the use of learning other three skills if you won't implement it in your speech? So how do we implement it? First thing that I also do, talking to yourself. Now this also may sound weird, or you may feel कि ये क्या है, खुद से बात करेंगे, how are we going to talk to ourselves? Well, let me tell you, see, you have to find a place where you are alone, there's no one around you. Maybe it's your room, or maybe your living room, or whatever place you find. Okay, sit there and think about the things that you want to talk about. Like, you can assume that someone is listening to you or someone is talking to you, so you can speak in your head. Like what I do at times. Okay, let me talk about me. So I stand in my balcony. Okay, that is the thing I always do every day. I stand in my balcony. So whatever content I have to make for my videos, or sometimes any matter that I have to create for my English speaking classes, so I think of that and I speak in my mind. I assume that I'm talking to my audience and I keep talking to myself. That way I practice my speech and I make sure I don't forget any point while discussing it with you all. So that is the thing I do, and it is really effective. It keeps me connected with English speech, and that's how I practice my English speaking also. And the very interesting and useful app that I found few days ago is called Sivi. Just go to your Play Store, download Sivi. You don't have to pay anything for it. Everything you get 30 minutes talk time. You can talk to a stranger and you can talk to AI also, which is called Arya. Okay, it is completely free of cost. Please do check it out, and someday I will make a detailed video. See, you have to make sure that every day you give your 30 minutes, minimum 30 minutes. Tell your mind that this is my learning time. I want to be focused. I want to stay focused because this is something I want to achieve in this year 2024. Please do that. That is it for today's video. I'll see you in my next one very soon. Ta-da!